Welcome to AHK Podcast. Today in English, it's the 1st of April. The managing director of the AHK Romania, Sebastian Metz, is sitting in front of me. And we have a guest, Mihaela Toada, an administrator public of Ilfov Country Council. Welcome to both of you.
Thank you very much for the invitation. It's a pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you.
So today we are talking about research and development in Romania. So far, Romania has been considered more of a production location, I would say, from a German perspective. And it's less known for its research and development locations. But there's a movement in the subject. And we are very happy that we could win her, Mrs. Toada, for our podcast today. Of course, we would like to know from you what is the Science Park Ilfov is all about and what role you play in it.
Okay, thank you very much for inviting us and also for presenting our project. It's a flagship project for County Ilfov, and it's benefiting, let's say, this project from the already experience gained by the ELI, the famous ELI project, the biggest laser. That project that has been financed for the last 7 years from EU funds under the competitiveness program finance from the cohesion policy. Probably everybody knows that this project, it's a fundamental research project trying to achieve the biggest laser available. And it's part of a European network of lasers. Our idea was to start creating around this project a research community. And this is why the County Council Ilfov, together with the mayor of Măgurele, one of our cities, and the National Institute for Lasers, started an association back 3 years ago, and we managed to build a community, and we have succeeded in reaching almost 22 research institutes. Most of them are already in the platform of Măgurele, because the research platform in Măgurele, it's one of the biggest in Romania. Also, we have brought together with us two main universities. This is the Politehnica University, the flagship technical university in Romania, and also the University of Bucharest. We have moved forward on that, and we have brought also representative from the business environment. Our goal will be to transfer the results of the research, to innovate, and to share those results with the business environment and move from one idea to a product or maybe an innovative service. This is why at this moment the community of Măgurele Science Park, led at this moment by private association, let's say, where the County Council is also a member, it's the Association Măgurele Science Park, has, besides the 22 partners from the research environment, also 33 partners from the business environment. The main sectors that are targeted by these communities relate to ICT. More than 58% of the representative of the business environment in our community come from the ICT sector. Also, we have health, 9%, and other type of services, the rest of 15%. The next step that we have been preparing after creating this community was to build a location close to the laser, and we called it, let's say, Laser Valley. Looking for a Silicon Valley example. Yeah. So we have identified, with the support of the mayor in Măgurele, a plot of land very close to ELI, where we have started to prepare the Măgurele Science Park. We are discussing about 6 hectares of land, where we are going to finance these facilities. We will have one innovation center, one tech transfer center, and a museum of science. We want to have there a live museum, following the examples of existing already worldwide, where we want to bring the citizens as close as possible to the research and to innovation. At this moment, we have the technical project ready. We already finalized all the procedure for authorization in the spot, and now we are looking, of course, for financing means. And one of the strategic documents that will support our financing, we believe, could be the National Plan for Resilience, this new mechanism that the Commission proposed to the member states in order to tackle the effects of the pandemics, and also to build and to strengthen the economies of the member states. Here in County Council Ilfov, we strongly believe in innovation. Unfortunately, Romania doesn't stand very good in ranking in innovation. Basically, we are on the last position in the list. Because probably we have big difficulties in transferring the results of the research to the business environment, and also because the business environment has no experience in relating to research and researchers. We want to be that link. So the idea of this park is to set this environment to be the link between the needs of the business environment and the results of the research, and managing to put them together in a co-working space, ensuring the basic technologies and labs, and uptaking this technological transfer.
So, Mrs. Toara, may I interrupt you?
Yes,
so we
please.
talked about the status and the goals and the target groups. I got 2 more questions. When is the plan to be finished? And another question would be, what would be the advantage for German companies or the German economy, and how could they participate?
The project implementation, it's planned for 48 months. So the entire construction and the landscaping and availability of equipments there. We plan to start the public procurement for construction by the end of this year. So we anticipate that by 2025, beginning of 2026, the entire facility to be fully operational.
Okay.
We believe that the German companies would highly benefit from this infrastructure. From that, we are targeting 3 large, let's say, fields. One is digital. And we are looking for businesses that have their as main objective artificial intelligence, high-performing computing, quantum computing, and cybersecurity. Also, we want to make links between research and business for renewable energies, carbon storage, and maybe hydrogen production. And here I want to say that, for example, Politehnica University already started fundamental research for producing hydrogen from different sources, like water and maybe even waste. So I think that for businesses that are in the field of energy producing, these research results may be interested. interesting. And also the third field would be advanced materials, new materials, biomaterials, clean materials for energy.
Okay. So I got one more question for Mr. Metz and one question for you as well. So thank you so far for the insights. Mr. Metz, what is your perception of Romania as a business location? Can we say that it's developing from a manufacturing country to business location for more complex solutions like research and development and then transferring to business? Do you observe any approaches like that in the German economy or companies? And Mrs. Toada, is there a national strategic for such transfer, such shift from manufacturing country to research and development country? Mr. Metz, would you start?
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Moritz Metz. Yeah, definitely. First of all, I would like to say that AHK Romania has a very good partnership with the Ilfov County. We are promoting this county council surrounding Bucharest on different occasions, also in the field of professional education. We are cooperating and also for the promotion as an investment location. So that's why I'm very happy that Ms. Toada is over here and is sharing these insights into this very, very important pilot project here in Romania, located in the Ilfov County. For me, being almost 10 years here in Romania, this project is not only a pilot project, but it has a very strategic national character, let's say like this. And I'm very happy that this development is taking place because I hope that different initiatives in other cities or in other regions here in Romania will take place. Then let me just say, let's have a look on Romania as an R&D location. So yes, Ms. Toada is maybe right that it's ranked among the last places in the rankings, in the European rankings on R&D. But nevertheless, more and more and already very much German companies have built up research and development, especially development activities here in Romania. So we are talking about the big automotive component supplier companies, which have huge thousands of employees in the field of development activities. So they are programming on the future of mobility, IT. There is a huge IT business community here in Romania who are doing who are participating, who are integrated in international projects. So maybe Romania has not the famous reputation as being an R&D location, but nevertheless there is already a lot of R&D, especially development activities which are taking place in the companies and also in the German companies. And this is not only in the automotive or IT sector, it is in various sectors, electronic, etc., which is taking place here in Romania. And this is not only inside the companies. We know and we see that in increasing numbers of cooperation is taking place between universities and German companies, be it in Timișoara, in Cluj, in Sibiu, in Iași. So there is already a good collaboration between German companies and universities in the field of development and research activities. Definitely there's room for improvement. Definitely there is room for increasing activities, but we can build on something. And this podcast is also there in order to let's say, to distribute this information and to create a little bit appetite to look at Romania, not only for manufacturing, for production, but also for increasing development and research activities. This would be my message for today.
And Mrs. Torda, how does it look like with the strategic paper for such topic?
Romania, I think right now it's pretty much close to finalizing the national strategy for smart specialization, which has a very large component for technological transfer and innovation. In addition to that, this national framework has dedicated regional smart specialization plans. Each region of Romania, the 8 regions, are now developing their smart specialization plans. This means that at the regional level, everybody wants to identify the fields where they have an advantage in transferring the results of the research and support an economy based on knowledge. As I said, unfortunately, by now, even if Romania has invested, as already mentioned by you, significant amount, maybe not the biggest, but significant amount in research, we have been targeted mainly the fundamental research, which is extremely important, of course, and creates an appetite, let's say. But we somehow failed by now to transfer these results. And this has an impact, a big impact on the competitiveness of Romanian SMEs and on the business environment in Romania. Now we have to look what is happening around the world, not only around Europe. And we are now discussing about full digitalization in businesses and in public administration. We are discussing about green energy, where small steps have been taken in terms of discovering, let's say, new green energy sources, but still important steps have to be taken. And I know that Germany, for example, had invested a significant amount in mobility based on hydrogen, but this is still the beginning. And now we are trying to align with this. We have the resources, but we are still missing this link, and this is the place where Măgurele Science Park will fit in, to be this link between the business and the research, and to build the trust of these two partners. And maybe why not have some startups in very small but interesting sectors like as I said, green energy, renewables, and cybersecurity. You know that recently Romania was established as the member state that will foster the European Cybersecurity Center. And we intend to host in our park the competence center for this European Cybersecurity Center. European Center.
We just tried to contact them. We didn't know how far the whole project is and if they have already a small office here or not. And we found out they don't have. Interesting to hear that they might come to your place.
Not the actual center, but their competence center, okay, where the testing and the research can take place. And I believe that we made the important steps. And all the business environment can benefit on the results of this competence center, because everybody will be able to see in actual life how they can use the results of the research in terms of cybersecurity, which I think it's something that is preoccupying everybody these days due to this move to the virtual space.
So we can say there's really something developing in Romania. I'd like to finish here and to thanks to you both, and especially you, Mrs. Toada. Thank you for your time and your expertise. For all listeners who are even more interested in research and development in Romania, my colleagues Iliana Rusu and Roxana Dumitrescu, they worked on a brochure on that topic with all the important locations in Romania. It's possible to download the teaser on our webpage. And if you get in touch with us, we'll send you the whole leaflet. Thank you. I wish you all the best, stay healthy, and goodbye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Take care.